Close friends of fan. Got a nice masterpiece Grimlock here. It's only been transformed a couple of times. I'm going to transform for you guys because I always get asked every time I get something to transform it. It's one that you don't get too often. I've transformed this die many moons ago. 5 years ago, I reckon I transformed one of these. And I reckon I remember how to do it. Well, let's have a look. So this could be slightly experimental. All those little bits and pieces, those little weird things or accessories that this dude has. And here he is. So he's a beautiful, beautiful bite. I'll put his accessories, etc. to the side. Let's get that out of the way. So, I mean, outside of G1 Grimlock, he's probably the nicest one. So let's see if memory serves. So the first thing you got to do is get rid of these fists. So the sides of arms, or hands, whatever you want to call it, come to the side. Let me just see if I can do it here. So they click over here, and you get those, you tuck them fists away into his arm. I think you got to put your hands into his hands first, actually. There you go. Tuck them away and on both sides. Now this can be a bit sticky when you've only transformed a couple of times, and this guy has only been transformed a couple of times, so he's actually pretty good. So that's first things first. You get his arms away, getting there very slowly. Next thing I do is I straighten his legs out here because his torso sort of comes down. So you hinge them out, and that also immediately triggers his torso to come flying around. So you get them straight. These two legs coming straight down. He does get a little bit tricky once, not tricky, but annoying once that happens because his torso can come flying down. So you got to play with that a little bit whilst you get those legs straight. One straight, because he's barely been transformed, he's a little tight, but you get him. There you go. And they're down. So then you kind of bring his whole torso down. You've got to get his head away. His torso comes flying kind of over. Bring his torso down, head up, and his sort of arm parts. You move these arms down and get these on over here. So that sets up his neck kind of flat. You put this bit in last, so you kind of set that up like that. And you move those legs over there, because they're his dino legs. And that's for the tail gimmick later on with a head spin. And you will spin your head, trust me. So you tuck away that head nicely. I've got people banging away in my house. So then you kind of get the neck bit around and the head bit in last, and it clicks into place. And that's kind of his torso. You can move his wrists a bit. So you can see he's kind of taking shape. That's what a lot of people consider the tricky bit. That obviously his legs and dino mode will go there. So he's kind of halfway done. There is another little kind of tricky gotcha in his feet. It's more a lever than anything, but so it's on the back. You push this down, and to get that forward, you get to get the foot out. There. Should have done it on the other side. So you can actually see it. Get that foot down, like so. Then you push that bit down, bring that over, and then you got to get his little tail out. And that may require fingernails from what I recall, which I don't have. Give me a moment. Just getting this bit out is tricky when you haven't got fingernails, but kind of, if you give it a bit of a flick, you can kind of get your push down on one side and get your finger under it. That's where I put him by my nails a little bit easier. So that's one side. That's his tail, and you'll see what that does with the head shortly. So then you do the same thing on the other side. You get this foot out of there, spin that foot out, and then you bring that forward like so. And try and get that tail out again without fingernails again. Good luck. Well, don't bite your nails, and that step is a lot easier. All right, there you go. Step out. You flip his arm back, get his leg back. Then you kind of bring this up here, so it's going to kind of meet up. The main thing is you've got the knee facing the right way. And I did kind of rotate this around. That's when you bring the this tail backwards by holding that and spinning it around. It's a bit of a, it's not too bad, it's a little bit sort of dicky and excuse me. So like so, and you'll see once I get the other one up there, so we bring that around and then you trigger that little mechanism again in there to flick his tail around. Probably you've got the wrong angle for the camera on that, but anyway, as you can see, it all starts to pair up and his tail joins in. Then it's just a matter of lining it all up and getting it to click in next to each other. And then you've got yourself a nice little beast. I don't have them 100% clicked in there properly near the torso. And then it should stand nicely. And there you have it, guys. That's him in kind of dyno mode, sorry. So it's pretty cool, man. I quite like him. I'm not much one for modern Transformers. I'm only a G1 lover, but he's a pretty cool bot. He's a very nice build and very metallic, the chromeness and stuff on him. So he's quite cool. Anyway, I just sold this dude on eBay, so he's off to his new owner very shortly. That's Masterpiece Grimlock. He's a beast. Now let's get him back to robot mode, but I won't do that on camera because I might be here for another half an hour. Just a super quickie. I can't believe I forgot to show the LED built-in lights in his arms. The accessory plug-in lights up. So cool. That's my Masterpiece Grimlock.